If the Son has made you free, you are free. Start living like a free man. You only live in slavery if you want to. You are not in bondage anymore. Jesus came, he says, I've set the captives free. You once were a slave, now you are a son. You once were in captive, now you are free. So why don't you just live like a free man, for crying out loud? You know what that means? You are no longer bound to sin. That's it. I don't understand some people. I don't understand it. Like, I mean, there's one thing to make a mistake, but then there's other things where you talk to believers and it's like, what are you doing? You're like, you're sleeping with your boyfriend or girlfriend, like, and oh yeah, and I go to church, everything's great. Well, yeah, well, that's wrong. So stop. Now, God still loves you. I'm not saying you're not going to heaven. What I'm saying is you're in bondage to this sin, and Jesus says, man, you are free, so stop sinning. Jesus, many times, when he healed the sick, he would heal them and they would say, go and sin no more. This is not a sin-conscious thing. We're not sin-conscious. We're God-conscious. So if there's anything that's holding you down, that's causing you to be off track, that's affecting your relationship with the Holy Spirit, look, he doesn't ever turn his back on us. He's never turned his back on us. There's no shifting shadows to him. He's not one day oh yeah, my son, and the next day I hate you. Get away from me. No, that's our perception of him. That's not what's happening. You've actually hidden from him. And even in the midst of your slavery, which you shouldn't be, but in the midst of your slavery, God still calls out to you just like he did to Adam and Eve when they committed the great sin that changed the whole course of the history of the world. And even in the midst of that, when they're naked, God says, where are you? I want fellowship with you. But I've sinned, but I still want fellowship with you. God isn't afraid of your sin. What he's saying is stop it. Freedom from poverty, freedom from disease, freedom from sickness, freedom from sin, freedom to do the things that God has called us to do.